This is the History of Portugal podcast with Brian Kirk.
Welcome back to Eat to My Own Beat, taking the road less traveled with episode 80 of the History of Portugal. Hard to believe we're doing 80 episodes so far, but let's throw it at it pretty quickly here. Just a reminder, if you like the videos you're seeing on YouTube, please subscribe, comment, like, follow, do all that good stuff. It helps to get people seeing these videos, and it just helps to get the distribution out there even more. So before we go any further, we will go with the History of Portugal, episode 80. In this topic, we're continuing to talk about the philosophy and philosophy in ancient Al-Andalus. We're going to talk about homosexuality and pederasty. The Encyclopedia of Homosexuality states that Al-Andalus had many links in the Hellenistic culture and accepted for the Almoravid and Alphahetic periods from 1086 to 1212, it was hedonistic and tolerant of homosexuality. Indeed, one of these times in the world history in which sensuality of all sorts had been mostly openly enjoyed. Important rulers such as Abd al-Rahman III, al-Hakam II, Hisham II, and al-Mu'tamid openly chose boys as sexual partners and kept catamites. Homosexuality, prostitution was widespread, and customers with higher levels of society than those of heterosexual prostitutes. The verses of Ibn Kuzman describe an openly bisexual lifestyle. Andalusi anthologies of poetry such as Raihat al-Masaram, Y. Gahai al-Mazayan are known in parts for their homoerotic and abundant pederastic poetry. Such themes were also found in Sephardic Jewish poetry at the time. In the book Medieval Iberia, an encyclopedia, Daniel Eisenberg describes homosexuality as a key symbolic issue throughout the Middle Ages in Iberia, stating that Al-Andalus homosexual pleasures were much indulged in by intellectual and political elite. Evidence includes the behavior of rulers such as Abd al-Rahman III, al-Hakam II, Hisham II, and al-Mu'tamid, who openly kept male harems. The memoirs of Abdal ibn Bulugan, last Zirid king of Granada, made a reference to male prostitutes, who charged higher fees and had a higher class of clientele that did of their female counterparts. The repeated criticisms of Christians, and especially the abundant poetry, both pederasty and love between adult males, are found. Although homosexual practices were never officially condoned, prohibitions against them were rarely enforced, and usually there was not even a pretense of doing so. Male heterosexual relations allowed non-protective sexual practices and were not seen as a form of identity. Very little is known about homosexual behavior of women. So that is the episode 80 of the History of Portugal. We'll be back on Thursday with episode 81, and I hope you'll have a chance to listen to that. And until next time, keep eating to your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day.